पीसीबी पॉडकास्ट में खुशामदीद। मैं हूं आपका मेज़बान इब्राहिम बादीस। सामीन, पीसीबी पॉडकास्ट की 36वीं किस्त में सबसे पहले जिक्र करते हैं कौमी स्क्वाड की आईसीसी मेंस टी20 वर्ल्ड कप पर रवानगी का। क्रिकेट के आलमी मुकाबले में शिरकत के लिए कौमी स्क्वाड 15 अक्टूबर को लाहौर से मुत्तहिदा अरब अमारात रवाना होगा। इस मौके पर कौमी क्रिकेट टीम के बॉलिंग कंसल्टेंट वर्नन फिलेंडर ने अपने जज्बात का इजहार कुछ यूं किया है।
Hey everyone, it's Vernon Philander here. I'm all packed, set and ready to go and really excited about visiting Pakistan again and to be working with a young group of fast bowlers. It really excites me. I've been watching them closely. They've got great skill and hopefully with my input we can go a long way and we're hoping to bring the cup home, but I'm really excited to be over there and looking forward to meeting all of you and thanks again for having me and we'll see you soon.
अब कुछ जिक्र उस फैसले का जिसने खिलाड़ियों, फैंस और सहाफ़ियों सबको नालां कर दिया है। न्यूजीलैंड के बाद इंग्लैंड क्रिकेट टीम का दौरा पाकिस्तान मुलतवी करने के फैसले पर मारूफ इंग्लिश सहाफ़ी लॉरेंस बूथ का पीसीबी पॉडकास्ट से इजहार ख्याल करते हुए कहना था।
Hello, my name's Lawrence Booth. I am the editor of Wisden Cricketer's Almanac in the UK and I'm a cricket writer for the Daily Mail. I felt that England's decision to pull out of their very brief tour of Pakistan was entirely the wrong one. It was a poor decision and it showed little respect for Pakistan after what Pakistan cricket had done for English cricket, both in 2020 and earlier this summer. If you remember last year, they sent a team to the UK for a 3-test series. And that was at a time when Great Britain was a COVID-19 hotspot. They'd have had every right to say we don't feel safe coming, but instead they came, they did a huge favour for English cricket. They helped keep the English cricket show on the road, really, averting the possibility of huge financial losses through TV revenue and so on. And then they returned this year for some white ball matches, which again helped English cricket mitigate some of those the economic ramifications of COVID. So twice in difficult circumstances, Pakistan visited the UK, and all England needed to do by way of thank you was visit Pakistan for a few days, play 2 T20 matches. The women came as well for a couple of T20 matches and 3 ODIs. They'd have had presidential level security. They'd have been well looked after. Pakistani hospitality is famous in the cricket community, and they pulled out. Now that showed little respect for what Pakistan had done, and I thought it said a lot about the imbalance in world cricket at the moment, where teams are picking and choosing their tours, and it's often the sides outside the so-called big three that are the ones to suffer. English cricket now has to make sure that it fulfills its tour of Pakistan in late 2022. It's the least they can do. It's the least they owe them. And I hope that relations between the two sides can be repaired. It could take a while. But come on, English cricket, do the right thing. Stick to the planned tour next year.
आगे बढ़ते हुए जिक्र करते हैं नेशनल टी20 का कि जहां होने वाले सनसनीखेज मुकाबलों और उसकी आला मियार की कवरेज ने मारूफ कमेंटेटर माइक हेजमन को भी अपना गर्विदा बना लिया है।
I think initially the first few days I think it was a little bit rusty actually, and that surprised me. I thought they'd be a bit more sort of on the ball than they were. I think it took a couple of days to warm up, and I think it was almost after 2 days that suddenly it sort of kicked in, and that to me was great. And then suddenly the levels were dramatically improved, I thought. Then we had 4 days of double headers and then a 2-day break. After the 2-day break, the pitches were better. So we had another step up, which I thought was terrific as well. So started off a little bit rusty, I thought, then a step up. Then the pitches had a little bit of breathing space so the groundsmen had to work on them and just gave them a little bit of a watering, brought them back to life. And then they were better and it was coming onto the bat better. So then we saw some really good cricket. So I thought that was really nice. So I think what we've seen in the Lahore leg, the Pindi leg of this tournament has been really impressive, and it's been good to see the individual performances of the guys who are picked in the squad. I've also been very interested in the performances of a couple of blokes who were just outside the squad, and I think maybe they might have had a couple of guys sort of sitting up and taking notice. Well, the one thing about this is the fact that it's going all throughout Pakistan for starters. The other thing about it, it's also going around the world. I mean, if you're on YouTube and on the PCB YouTube channel, also on the PCB Facebook channel, you can watch this in high definition. So what an opportunity to see what's going on with the cricket in Pakistan, with the international players playing as well. But if you're a young guy that's playing in this tournament, you want to stick your hand up. You want to say, hey, here's my chance to actually make a name for myself on a stage which is big in Pakistan, but it's also reaching out all over the place. If you play well as a young person now, you could do well for the draft a little bit later in the PSL, and that's also important. Now, the other thing also I think it's great, the fringe players. Those guys who are just there and thereabouts, they also get an opportunity. But for young kids, this is what they dream about. A world stage, really. Let's face it, a world stage, high definition around the world. People can check out that they... for example, what about Shafiq? I've heard a lot about Shafiq. I mean, I watched him closely now. He's a seriously good player. Other guys around the world would have watched him and heard about him as well and thought, gee, this guy can play. We've got to watch this guy. Only 21 years of age. So it's an opportunity. I was interested to see a couple of guys, the young left arm Akram, the young left arm unorthodox spinner. I quite liked him, and he's very young, but you see a guy with that sort of talent and he's landing him like that. I actually had a conversation with Yashir Shah about him, and Yashir Shah said, I was out in the middle getting ready for my pitch report, and I went to Yashir and I just had a conversation from a distance and asked his thoughts, and he was very impressed with him. He liked what he saw, so that to me was a nice little pat on the back for him. So he looks like a talent, and that's nice to see. I mean, obviously you got Nazim as well. I mean, he's special. He's something special. And I'm Dahani. I mean, he's got what's he got? He's got excitement about his game. He's got energy about his game. He's the sort of bloke who just lights that fire, you know, and he lifts the whole team when he picks up a wicket. And I think that sort of stuff's priceless. I thought Shoaib Malik's performance was absolutely brilliant, and I think to a certain extent it might, in my mind, it might go back to a bit of nostalgia. I'm pretty sure it was in Lahore in 2003. I was in Pakistan when South Africa were touring here, and he scored a 90 out of nowhere to win the game for Pakistan in no time. It was a very similar knock, and I'll never forget that knock for two reasons. One, the way he controlled things, his power hitting, and the fact that it was at that stadium, and that stadium is, I think, a very special stadium as well. So the way that he played there, and to see him do it again in Pindi the other night was really impressive. And I'm a big rat for him as a person as well. I've got to know him over the years, and I really like him as a guy. And to see the way that he decimated the bowlers was just brilliant. That's without any doubt my highlight of so far what we've seen. That's been a plus for me, actually. In these sort of tournaments, often I see teams that don't actually start looking at the net run rate story until a little bit later. There's no doubt all these teams have been watching really early. If you wait till later in a tournament, suddenly you get caught out. But these guys are watching it very early, which is nice to see, and that's why we've had so much swapping around on the table, which in itself is great for competition. KP and Central Punjab, they're going to be the finalists in my book. And I think the action in Lahore is going to be wonderful. I mean, we've got, we have 7 days on the trot, 6 double headers, and then the final. As I said, I really like the ground, and that's, you know, there's nostalgia there, and it's a really nice ground. I like that. And I think the conditions will be a little different from here. And the fans can look forward again to some really entertaining cricket. And I think the most important thing, if you look at the whole tournament, the most important thing at the end of the tournament is that, yes, we do have a clear winner, and the winner is a side that's played really well throughout and deserves to win, and I think that will happen. The other thing is that all these guys in the national squad, and I don't know what the selectors are going to do, who knows, maybe they'll make a couple of changes. There's rumours, and I pick up the paper every day and I'm seeing rumours left, right and centre, but we don't know, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But the most important thing is those guys who are selected for Pakistan to go to the T20 World Cup, those blokes are all in form. That's the most important thing.
नेशनल टी20 के ख़िताम पर जहां कौमी क्रिकेटर्स वर्ल्ड कप में शिरकत के लिए यूएई रवाना होंगे, तो वहीं कौमी क्रिकेट टीम के दरवाज़ों पर दस्तक देने वाले खिलाड़ी सऊद शकील की क़ियादत में पाकिस्तान शाहीन्स की हैसियत से 21 अक्टूबर को श्रीलंका रवाना हो जाएंगे। इस हवाले से कप्तान सऊद शकील ने अपने तासुरात का इजहार यूं किया है।
काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट है मेरे लिए एज अ कैप्टन भी, क्योंकि किसी भी लेवल पे पाकिस्तान की कप्तानी करना एजाज़ की बात होती है और काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिलता है आपको। तो ये है कि मेरे लिए काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है और कोशिश करूँगा कि सीखूँ इस टूर में। काफ़ी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है उन लड़कों के लिए भी, जैसे उसमें अब्दुल्ला शफीक है, सलमान अली आ गए, क्योंकि ये भी इंग्लैंड टूर पे भी साथ थे और इनको अनफॉर्चुनेटली वहाँ चांस नहीं मिला था। तो ये उनके लिए काफ़ी बड़ी अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि यहाँ पे इनको चांस मिलेगा और अपनी परफॉर्मेंस से अपनी पाकिस्तान टीम में दोबारा कमबैक करने की और पाकिस्तान टीम में रहने की फुल कॉन्फिडेंस है। और जितने भी प्लेयर्स जिसमें सेलेक्ट हुए हैं सारे काफ़ी अच्छा परफॉर्म भी कर रहे हैं और मेरे लिए ये है कि एक नया चैलेंज है एज अ कैप्टन वहाँ जा रहा हूँ, तो कोशिश करूँगा वहाँ पे अपना 100% दे के अच्छा परफॉर्म करूँ। एज अ कैप्टन आपके लिए ये इंपॉर्टेंट होता है कि आप टीम को कितनी जल्दी जेल कर लो और आपको लड़कों से काम लेना होता है इन दी एंड। तो मेरी कोशिश यही रहती है मैं ज़्यादा लड़कों से घुल मिल जाऊँ और पाकिस्तान को इन दी एंड जीतने में फ़ायदा हो। जो 4 डे मैचेस हैं उसकी थोड़ी सी मैंने देखा कि अलग टीम अनाउंस हुई है, तो उसमें जो लड़कों को अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी तो उन लोग के लिए है कि वो वहाँ परफॉर्म करके अपनी पाकिस्तान टीम में आने की, टेस्ट टीम में आने के लिए अपने लिए फ़ायदेमंद हो, और जो ODI वाले हैं उनके लिए वहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी है। हाँ, ऑब्वियसली फैंस हमारे हमेशा हमें सपोर्ट करते रहते हैं और उनसे आगे भी उम्मीद है कि वो हमें सपोर्ट करते रहेंगे।
आगे बढ़ते हुए जिक्र पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड में तामीरी पेशरफ्त का, जहां शोबा मेडिकल को मज़ीद तक़वियत बख्शने के लिए पहली मरतबा चीफ मेडिकल ऑफिसर को तैनात कर दिया गया है। मुख्तलिफ प्रोजेक्ट्स में क्रिकेट ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ काम मुकम्मल करने के बाद डॉक्टर नजीब ने 1 अक्टूबर को पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड को ज्वाइन कर लिया है। PCB पॉडकास्ट में अपनी पहली नशिस्त के दौरान गुफ्तगू करते हुए डॉक्टर नजीब का कहना था,
I'm Dr. Sumarov. I'm a sports doctor from Australia, but recently Pakistan moved on to work for the Pakistan Cricket Board. In Australia, I worked 5 years for Cricket Australia, doing my PhD in sports medicine. And then for the past 5 years or so, I've been working with different disciplines in sports medicine, including Ironman top athletes in Australia, including Australian Football League, FIFA, and Netball Australia. So with these experiences in mind, I want to inculcate a change for the betterment in Pakistan cricket, particularly in terms of sports medicine and fitness. Sports medicine Australia में बहुत advanced है. What happens is in Australia is that from the very early age, when you're 8-9 years of old in the schools, they develop elite teams. और ये elite teams वहाँ पे Institute of Sports के अंदर आती हैं. ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हर स्टेट के अंदर Institute of Sport होता है, जहाँ पे sports doctors, elite sports physicians, and then we have got sports physiotherapists together with biomechanics. वो उस बच्चे के साथ काम करना शुरू करते हैं. So it starts off very early. At the very early stage, the kid is taught about what he needs to eat, किस तरीके की उसको एक्सरसाइज करनी है, किस तरीके से उसको अपनी फिटनेस मेंटेन करनी है, किस तरीके से फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी ट्रेनिंग करनी है, किस तरीके से उसको अपना वर्कलोड मैनेज करना है. So these are all things that are inculcated at a very early stage, and that is something which is very different to what happens in Pakistan. My vision for Pakistan is to start these changes very early. So what I'm going to do with my sports medicine department is to work together with all of us and to bring in technologies and innovations with education for the masses. And that's where we are going to improve as a country, and we are going to become the #1 nation in the world if we start working early. To become a champion athlete, the margins are very, very small. Let me give you an example. A 100-meter run champion in the Olympic sports has a margin of 0.001 second. यानी अगर आप 0.001 second slow है तो you will lose the championship, you will lose the gold. इसी तरीके से क्रिकेट के अंदर भी margins बहुत slim है. You see a lot of matches going down to the very end. और अगर 1 inch आप slow हैं, 1 millisecond slow, and this can result in a run out or making an additional run, and that can win or lose the game. Therefore, fitness plays an important criteria in it. But also the fact that if you are carrying an injury or a niggle, your performance is going to be impaired, and therefore it is very important that we train. Now this training, ये कोई एक दिन का काम नहीं है. This training can take a number of years. Generally, when you start something new, it takes about 12 weeks of neural adaptation in your body कि वो उस चीज़ को accept करना शुरू करे. और फिर then you have to continue to maintain it. You have to work even harder, and it takes a number of years. I can give you an example of Shane Watson, who was one of the top all-rounders in the world. And initially he used to struggle. जब मैं उसको मैंने शुरू में देखा था, when he came to the academy and when he was working through things, he was quite bulky, a little bit slow. It took him several years to become and reach that peak athlete level, and he used to work really hard. But that also involved him working one-on-one with strength and conditioning coaches, one-on-one with his special dietitian, so he would have his own nutrition support. So those are the sort of things that we need to work on to become top athletes and become number one. All right, that's a very pertinent question, because if you want to get fit, there are fundamentally two main things. Number one is your diet and number two is your exercise. But there is a third thing which is rather more important than anything else, and that is consistency. अगर आप exercise और diet कुछ अरसे के लिए अपनी control करते हैं, but you're not consistent on it, then you will lose that integrity of your body to become an elite high performing athlete. So that's number one thing. So whatever you're doing, if you're improving your diet, if you're increasing your exercise, you got to maintain that and progressively increase it. Remember, अगर आप एक ही टाइप की एक्सरसाइज करते रहेंगे तो आपको एक ही जैसे रिजल्ट्स मिलेंगे. सो एक्सरसाइज हैज़ लॉट ऑफ वेरिएशन, जिसमें एरोबिक ट्रेनिंग है, एनएरोबिक ट्रेनिंग है, पावर ट्रेनिंग है, स्प्रिंटिंग है, स्पोर्ट्स स्पेसिफिक स्किल ट्रेनिंग है, फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी एंड एजिलिटी ट्रेनिंग है. सो दोज आर द सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट यू वांट टू ब्रेक डाउन एंड ब्रिंग इनटू योर ट्रेनिंग. एंड आई एम वेरी कीन टू get the media involved with PCB and bring out that message of what sort of training is important for a high performing cricketer. Workload management is the critical component of preventing injuries. We know that cricket is typically a non-contact sport, unlike rugby, AFL or other contact sports like boxing. So in cricket, a bulk of your injuries are because you are overusing your muscles, overusing your body, and then you're not giving enough time period for it to recover, or you're having spikes in workload. And that is the message that I want to educate people on and educate our players and the coaches, that it's important that we maintain our workload. Now, how do we do that? Is we do that by measuring. Remember, you cannot improve anything if you don't measure it. So if you have a quantitative metrics, आप उसको improve कर सकते हैं और उसको measure करके उसको quantify कर सकते हैं उसके benchmark पे. So that is the most important thing. Now, how we are going to do that is by bringing in technology. A lot of our elite players are now using smartwatches and GPS units where we look at workload, and that's the sort of thing I want to bring in one level down at the first class women's level and at the junior level as well. Once our players understand what is workload, how to measure it, then we can give them guidelines, or on guidelines where if they work on, then they are more likely to prevent overuse injuries. मैंने 5 साल क्रिकेट ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ ग्रास रूट और ग्रेड क्रिकेट पे काम किया है. And the issue with Cricket Australia back in the day was that they were getting players from the pathway level, and especially the fast bowlers were breaking down. And what I did for them is create an injury prevention program. So we would predict the injuries that they are going to get, and then उस पे हमने एक program बनाया था that the bowlers and the fielders and as well as the batsmen work on those specific programs to improve their fitness level, and that remarkably reduced the injury risk by about 30%. So those are the things I want to work out, particularly if we want Pakistan to excel in the future. And when I say the future, we are looking at 3 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years down the line. We have to invest our time at the grassroots level, and what I mean by that is our club cricket, that is our school cricket, our women's cricket, our first class level. So majority of my focus would be there to develop structures, and then to develop structures there is going to be a lot of training involved, and that's what I'm going to do, working with the associations, working with the physios and the strength and conditioning coaches to develop those structures and educate them to improve the quality of our medical department and the fitness of our players. There's a famous Korean saying, it takes 1,000 hacks to cut a tree. आपको किसी भी चीज़ को अचीव करने के लिए बार बार उस पर मेहनत करनी है. So fitness, as I said, is not a one-day thing. It requires consistency, and consistency over years, not over months. So that is what is the most important message. Now, coming back to how we are going to prevent injuries, I've done significant amount of work in that, and ये जो मेरे expertise or experiences है in Australia, I would give that a local context and try to implement that in Pakistan. Now, in terms of workloads, I'm working with the coaches at the National High Performance Center and developing the first ever Pakistan's fast bowler workload guidelines. And that workload guidelines would direct our coaches, our staff, to look after our fast bowlers so that we do not get any stress fractures, overuse injuries, because those are really important and those are things we can control. So what I am going to do is develop structures and policies, and that once we have a solid foundation of structures and policies, then it's easier for everybody to follow, and that's the legacy I'm going to leave. मेरी बचपन से ख्वाहिश थी कि मैं मकरान कोस्ट को एक्सप्लोर करूं, and I know some of the fantastic work that has been done over there, or the development of Gwadar, and particularly the beautiful stadium we have in Gwadar. So my choice of exploration would be going across the Makran coast, exploring the beautiful places over there, the seaside, and then going and visiting Gwadar. So that's my number one agenda. Number two, obviously bahar rehte hue, one of the main things you miss is the food, and that's something I want to explore, and I know Lahore is the hub of Pakistan in terms of food, so that's something I want to go out and enjoy myself.
दूसरी तरफ पीसीबी ने विमेन स्पोर्ट्स का वसी तजर्बा रखने वाली साबिक बैडमिंटन चैंपियन तानिया मलिक को पाकिस्तान विमेन्स क्रिकेट की सरबराह मुकर्रर कर दिया है। अपने विजन के बारे में बताते हुए तानिया मलिक का कहना था,
सबसे पहले जी, माय नेम इज़ तानिया मलिक and I've been associated with sports since my childhood because I come from a sports lovers background, and that's why at a very young age I started to playing different games. My passion was towards badminton, and because of that badminton became my favorite game, and I rose to the level of national champion, and I represented Pakistan in the Asian Games. So that was the high that I had been looking for in my life, and that was enough to motivate me. And after staying in sports as a player, the next step was in terms of sports management and being part of Pakistan Olympic Association and Punjab Olympic Association. So my association with sports goes back as much as 30 years. I've been part of these associations. I've been vice president at different levels, and the most contribution that I've made has been in introducing, which is very close to my heart, inter-school and intercollegiate games at Punjab level. My family is a sports loving family, and my father was president Table Tennis Federation. My Taya, Justice Naseem Hasan Shah, was also chairman of board. I love Pakistan Cricket Board's new slogan, "One Nation, One Passion." This is what is so true about our nation. My objective for women's sports is that this passion should not be just for men players. This passion should be for the women players as well. So if we put that in perspective, my objective would be that we should have women in sports, but men being our audience and boys being our audience as much as the women and the girls. So the women team is an extremely talented and exciting, skillful set of girls that we have. Our team, in which I would include my players, my administrators, my support staff, is very capable. And we have very high expectations from them, and inshallah we would perform. My personal opinion is that, again, for girls and for women, we need to inculcate the fact कि हमने grounds में जाना है, हमने निकलना है, हमने खेलना है. ये लड़कियां आपके लिए हीरोज़ बन सकती हैं, आपकी हीरोज़ बननी चाहिए. आप निकलें, आप खेलें, आप आए और आप देखें कि हम पाकिस्तान कितनी ज़बरदस्त प्लेयर्स प्रोड्यूस कर सकता है. जैसे हमने आदमियों की क्रिकेट को प्रोड्यूस किया है, एग्जैक्टली द सेम वे हमारी women cricketers are no less, and we have just as talented a team of players and just as talented a set of girls who are ready to participate in sports. मैंने बचपन से स्पोर्ट्स को देखा है, और मैंने जब भी देखा है तो वो स्क्वॉश हो, हॉकी हो, क्रिकेट हो, जो भी गेम हो, हमारे बच्चे बहुत टैलेंटेड सेट है. हम अपनी सारी जो कमियां हैं या जो हमारी लैकिंग है इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में, इक्विपमेंट में, कोचेस में, वॉट एवर इट इज़, वी ऑलवेज मेक अप फॉर टैलेंट. So that we have talent, we have the girls are have performed very well in the past, and we are very hopeful कि आगे हमारे बहुत exciting events आ रहे हैं with the World Cup and Asian Games, Commonwealth Games. So we have a whole itinerary of international events. मेरा objective ये है कि हम बच्चों को लाएं, लेकिन along with the international events हमारा domestic calendar जो है वो भी उतना ही बिजी हो जैसे हमारा इंटरनेशनल कैलेंडर है, और तब हमारी वुमेन स्पोर्ट जो है एज ब्रांड लेके निकल सकती है। मेरा अगर आप बात करें तो मैं ये कहूँगी कि वुमेन क्रिकेट इज़ नॉट अ गेम चेंजर फॉर जस्ट क्रिकेट इन पाकिस्तान, इट इज़ अ गेम चेंजर फॉर वुमेन स्पोर्ट्स इन पाकिस्तान। आप हमारी बच्चियों की परफॉर्मेंस देखें, उसको अप्रिशिएट करें, हमें फॉलो करें, हमें अप्रिशिएट करें, और आप फिर हमारी सक्सेस देखें। आई एम वेरी लकी इन कमिंग एट अ टाइम जब वुमेन स्पोर्ट्स को, वुमेन क्रिकेट को इतना ज़्यादा इनकरेज किया जा रहा है, और हमारी एक ट्रांजिशनल स्टेज है जिसके अंदर हमारी जो 6 एसोसिएशंस हैं उनकी एक फील्ड वर्क ले हो रहा है, उनके लिए ग्राउंड वर्क ले हो रहा है। तो उसके साथ साथ द मेन एंड women are going to have the same kind of a setup, which is very lucky for us. कि हम फिर वी आर गोइंग टू गेट इन इक्वल स्टैंडिंग दैट वे। इसको अब हमने एज अ सिस्टम डेवलप करना है, एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट माय वर्क इज़ गोइंग टू बी, एंड माय पैशन फॉर पीसीबी एंड माय विजन फॉर वुमेन क्रिकेट इज़ दैट हम जब अपनी एसोसिएशंस को डेवलप करें तो उससे नीचे डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल और नीचे क्लब लेवल, और क्लब लेवल के साथ कॉलेज और स्कूल्स वगैरह की जो स्पोर्ट्स हो रही हैं उसके अंदर हम पीसीबी का एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल हो, जिसके थ्रू हमारे जो कोचेज़ हैं, हमारी जो बच्चियां हैं, उनको वो कोचेज़ provide करें facilities that they can come and play in these grounds. The coaches will act as scouts. They will go out and visit all these areas. We are not talking about Lahore, Karachi, we're talking about all over Pakistan, because that is where we get all the talent from. We are not going to be restricted to a couple of areas. We are going to go as far as we can. हम अपनी outreach को बढ़ाने की पूरी कोशिश करते हैं, लेकिन इसके अंदर हमें आपकी support चाहिए. That is, we are as good as our players. We are as good as the people who come and participate with us. So my appeal is to all the girls who love sports, try it and enjoy it. There's a whole new career. We are very proud to announce that PCB is now looking at कि players के आगे careers कैसे होने चाहिए once they've stopped playing, as commentators, as umpires, and whatever field they want to go into, as media people. So there is a lot of options available for girls. So it should not be कि जी अब girls के लिए sports से career नहीं है. Cricket, women cricket is going to change that for you. Ji, my legacy has always been with the youth of this nation. I have I've got earned so much from this country. I'm so proud to be a Pakistani. और अगर मैं आपको बताऊं कि मैं अगर अपना highlight as a sports person सोचूं तो it was not about winning my national champion or anything like that. Even when I was playing in the ground, it was not as much. It is when you wear the Pakistan colors. आप जब उस स्टेडियम में एंटर करते हैं और जब पहली दफ़ा पाकिस्तान के बैनर के अंदर आपका नाम अनाउंस होता है, द हाई दैट यू गेट, और जो आपके द प्राइड दैट यू फील, जो आप फ़ख्र महसूस करते हैं कि आपने अपने नेशनल कलर्स पहने हुए हैं, ये मैसेज मैं अपने यूथ को देना चाहती हूँ और उनको ये रियलाइज़ कराना चाहती हूँ कि जो हमारे पास ऑप्शन है टू बिकम अ स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन और अपॉर्चुनिटी है वो प्लीज़ अवेल करें। एंड मैं अपनी तरफ से जितनी मेरी कैपेसिटी है, जितनी मेरी ट्रेनिंग है, जितनी मेरी एजुकेशन है, मैं अपनी पूरी एजुकेशन और कैपेसिटी को यूज़ करके अपने यूथ के लिए काम करना चाहती हूँ, स्पेशली यंग गर्ल्स। एंड सो आपके सामने एक लड़की जिसने स्पोर्ट्स के साथ करियर शुरू किया और वो अब इस पोजीशन में पीसीबी एज हेड ऑफ वुमेन विंग बैठी हुई है। This is the kind of vision that I want to give my girls and want to provide that opportunity for all of you So I will try my best to do that for my my nation girls. So wish me luck and support us.
इसी के साथ पीसीबी पॉडकास्ट की 36वीं किस्त अपने ख़िताम को पहुंची। अपने मेज़बान इब्राहिम बादीस को इजाज़त दीजिए। मज़ीद तफ़सीलात के लिए विज़िट कीजिए pcb.com.pk।